Fun fact, there is Irish myth, I never knew it, so I looked it up and found it on Wikipedia, but there is talk of multiple groups coming to settle Ireland. And one of the groups were actually of Spanish origin. None of the myth stories are true, but it was actually believed at one stage that during some travesty in Ireland, Spanish actually accepted Irish refugees, seeing them as long-lost countrymen. So, yeah, fun fact. Sorry, that was louder than I had hoped. I'm gasping. Yeah, and I really should put the headset elsewhere. Ooh. Armor.
I've lost again.
Just blood smear left. Job's a simple one. You're to comb the warehouses at the Fertine docks, take any food supplies you find, and scurry back here to Tweet. There's a load of knaves around, and plenty of her ill-smelling greases guardsmen. Filbert. Now I can just hear Arnie from here saying, "Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired."
Oh no. Yet another fugitive from the north? Why are you here?
Saving your arse.
You noticed,
Nice.
Saved your ass.
Yes, though not without a reward in mind, I wager. I know your kind.
Of course. And I'll want a share of your beggar's alms, too. Wanted to take a look at your goods first. May I?
I suppose. But you're to touch nothing, and on purchasing pay in full, in hard currency. Understood?
Nordlings. What about them bothers you so much?
Apart from the fact that they are all thieves, liars, and layabouts, not a thing.
Show me your wares. Promise not to touch anything.
Can I kill him? He's got a shocking amount of money. He's got a shocking variety of materials, and like he's just some village bumpkin, and yet he's got like flawless ambers. What is wrong with Toussaint? Clearly a fuck ton. You, sir, should not be this wealthy.
Gotta go. So long.
Kick him in the nuts for me.
Come on, Roach.
I just have remembered something. People were I remember watching Teen Titans as a kid, but I never got to see this episode. The episode I'm going to reference now. People were, I can't remember which of the characters, either Raven or Starfire, but people were judging her for being different apparently, and it was getting to her. It was probably Starfire, and Cyborg was trying to cheer her up, saying that he gets where she's coming from, and she's like, "You do?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm half robot." It's a great show. Actually, people were sharing bits, some Spider-Man panels, and like Wolverine's just like there's someone fighting on TV, and he's just like, and they're like, "What? They're dressed as Wolverine? Like, you're here? Who's that?" And he's just like, That's my kid. And he's just sad and dejected looking away from them. And Spider-Man's just like, you've had sex? Then they're sharing another panel from a different series where Wolverine he's clearly in a bad place. Like, he's in like Peter's like house, which is like some penthouse apartment, and he's like taunting him, saying that you know, your girlfriend's in a ton of trouble, and if she was as intelligent as she's good looking, she wouldn't be in trouble and she wouldn't be with you. The whole time he's saying this, Peter is telling him to stop while you're ahead. He doesn't. So there's like, it's just you know, like between panels, like there's just a hole in the glass behind where Wolverine was, and Wolverine's gone out the fucking window. Apparently hit the cab on the way below. Like what? Like just a cab like right below the window, kind of thing. Someone else was saying that Spider-Man is actually meant to be incredibly strong. Like, he has to hold back greatly, otherwise he'll be, like, mutilating the people he fights. Like, punching off limbs or, you know, ripping off skulls. So, he let it fly more on Wolverine, because, well, the dude's pretty much immortal. More so than the normal comic book, other comic book characters. Ah, come on, move. Well, you know, he can take it. I never actually really got comics as a kid. Like, all I got was Dandy DeVino and... the Dandy and DeVino. Sometimes The Simpsons? Well, actually, it was Dandy, Beano, and The Simpsons. I never actually really found, like, you know, Spider-Man and all that. I only got one Spider-Man comic and was pretty surprised by it, because I'd always assumed they'll be more kid-friendly. But the first comic, the only comic I get of it, has, you know, a story, and I have no idea who the main character is. I think it was like an Agent Venom story. And there's a guy in a helicopter with a gun in his mouth. He's saying something, and it was just like, there's a guy in a helicopter with a gun in his mouth. I didn't expect to see that here. I was, you know, plenty old at the time, you know, that was nothing new to me. It was just a couple years back. But I wasn't expecting that to be in a comic, you know? Again, I'd only read the Dandy DeVino and The Simpsons. You know, it's like, I hadn't really seen these stories, so, you know, I had no real idea what to expect. I just assumed more, you know, kid-friendly shit, you know? Okay, you can hear me, you can hear the game, you could see footage. Oh, excuse me. You can hear me, you could hear the game, you can see footage. And I am recording. Good. I can't record for too much longer, as it's nearly 5 in the morning. I started recording late. Started recording at like nearly 2. Got into my room at like midnight, and then I had some junk food I wanted to eat, so I was watching stuff, and it was, you know, 1 or later. It was 1 or later by the time I got to record. Shelter, you're weak, you're young, and you're old. And I can't remember how the rest of that goes. My fire still burns, a cleansing fire. Time runs short, I'll soon retire. I love the Headless Horseman. Seriously, Mr. Carlos, fantastic job. Like, seriously. Oh, like seriously, like I love those voice lines. They're fantastic. Timon, hold off on fishing out the cargo. One of you drowning is enough. I've sent Go and Do to you. Before those lads joined our hands, they were pearl divers in a penal colony in Gamera. They'll have an easier time bringing up the chests. Once you get the goods, return to the Carolbert Woods. There you'll join a Merrick Tapeworm's crew. Together you'll pick those academics camp clean. Together you're to pick those academics camp clean. Tents, pallets, food supplies. You're to take it all to Mont Crane. We could do with a bit of comfort at the Castell Group and Academy's expense. Just try not to sink any more boats, Filbert. Waiting for Go and Doe. Sorry, I'm just truly in love with this game. Sometimes you get to kill them in one shot, but other times you have to two-shot them. Which, given the crossbow, does take a little bit. Also, I should repair my armor while I'm here. Invoice of receipt for the below listed equipment delivered to the Imperial Academy at Castel Grupana Archaeology Expedition led by Professor Noah Ivor. Acknowledgement receipt for the above. Alright. There. Okay, let's go back up. I'm guessing the other two are dead. Might explain like the sheer amount of drowners that were there. I think they're also drawn to carrion. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah. Remember how there's meant to be two pearl divers here, you know? I haven't seen them. I'm guessing, maybe those might have been drawn to the, okay, there's 4 of those there, you know? Maybe presumably they might have killed them. They might be here because the two ended up dying. You know how ghouls are attracted to corpses. Maybe so are these guys, just one in the water. Something's bugging me that I have no idea where they are. Oh well. Okay, I think I've gained a few levels since. Let's go take on the bandits over here. But yeah, it's just bugging me. Like there's meant. I was figuring I'd find the 2 bandit bodies by the treasure chest in some way. But yeah, I haven't seen I nor air of them. Just ends up with me puzzled. Oh yeah, I've rescued that one guy here. The idea of this coming to an end is actually making my heart ache. Truly, it is like a fantastic game. Like I said, I've sincerely grown to love the characters, and I just don't want it to end. I want it to keep going. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, me lovelies. This universe goes to this lovely felder. God damn that Garcane. Just shut up. Ugh. Ah! Garcanes. Fuck 'em all. Phone just died. Ah. When I was seeing it previously, I thought it was just another whole, you know, the plant had just grown over another gap in the boards like that. I realized there's actually a, you know, board to it. Come on. Alright. Give me a sec.